Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. And it seems like just the other day I got a hold of the plastic Dweghom Hold Ray. That was going to say Thane, but Hold Ray from Bellum's Conquest game. And it just so happened that I got the new re-release version of the Spires High Clone Executor in the mail today. So woohoo for me. This is definitely a bit more of a dynamic pose compared to the original, who's just basically standing there with his blade looking cool. And considering how much I really liked the Dweghom model, I figured this is a perfect opportunity to take a look at this guy again. And maybe finally come up with a paint scheme for my Spires that I actually am pleased with. I can't say I've liked any of my paint jobs, really. Which is why I don't really have that many painted. Oh my god, there's some more come out. Alright, set that to the side. What do we got in the box? We'll show you that in a sec. Usual Conquest base. Usual Conquest unit tray, which I have too many anyway. A QR code and a link to the website and army builder in order to take a look at that. And I'll just have the link down below so you can save yourself a trip. Now that is the exact same card. I was hoping maybe we might get a flashy new one for this version, but no, it's the same as the original High Clone Executor. I wonder where mine is. I'm going to have to find him now, aren't I? Alright, take a look. We got the instructions. Ooh, yay! I was hoping to see that. Because on the box, it doesn't mention anything, and I got totally sidetracked the last time with our Dweghom figure that he actually did have an alternate head. So it is nice to see that again with our Spires friend as well. And he's got his little clone head he's standing upon, and he's got the little blade that is going to attach to his back. I don't remember that on the original, but it's been a while since I've looked at him. He's been tucked away. He hasn't seen much action lately, sadly. Maybe things will improve with his new and cool looking older brother, younger brother, I don't know. So like all Spire models, he is quite organically grown. So there's lots of sinewy, crab-like shell structure to his armor. A bit more texture this time on the fully encased head. The other one was this guy. I think, and again, this may just be my random recollections and I need to actually go back. I will do my best to find him and have him in the video when we do a comparison. I think it's only fair. So you can see here, here's the one leg, the rest of his cloak. I feel like that drone head, you know what, maybe that's not a drone head, maybe that's a brute. That looks really big in comparison to his head, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to guess it's a brute's head. The brute got beheaded on the battlefield there. His blade for this version looks a little bit different too. So that's kind of cool to see. And then we have his top of his armor. And his leg perched upon our bagel head there. And his pointy hand. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Looks like, what, about 12, 13 pieces. So not bad. Other than the head that he's perched on, there are no other real scenic elements to go on the base, but that's not a big deal. I will get him built. We'll see how he turns out, and we'll grab a couple other models to show off while we're at it, so sit tight. Oops. Oh my goodness. So, after almost 2 weeks of trying to find the original Clone Executor, Executive, which I painted ages ago. Okay, did a decent job. Alright. I did manage to find him, and here he is in comparison with the new one. So you can see much more dynamic sculpt, even without me having to put any kind of detail brush-wise on there. Big old glob of glue for his knife on his back. First, I couldn't really figure out where it was supposed to go. There is a little indentation there. So, not 100% sure if I put his weapon and arm in the correct position either, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. I am happy to see the return of that helmeted head, so I guess if you wanted to run more than one of these, I don't even know if that's doable, at least in terms of Conquest rules. If you wanted to throw them in any other kind of game, hey, you know, have at it. Like the pose on top of the brute head, like I said earlier, makes it much more dynamic. Just about the same size. So I appreciate the fact that they're going back and doing this for a lot of these earlier models. I know we have the Blooded coming soon. We've had the Hold Ray, who is currently trying to get painted. If and when that finishes, well, no, I should say when, not if, that finishes, we will absolutely be showing him off. I'm grabbing the Blooded right here. Another early Conquest model. Still one of my favorites. Just a lot of decorative stuff going on with him, like a lot of the other early figures here. Not that he's 100% human, but then again, neither are these two. If you wanted to compare him to an actual human, almost about the same size. One of the longbow hunters from the 100 Kingdoms. Grabbing a couple other random models here. With a Wadroon and a Dweghom. Just about the same size, at least in terms of the sheer brute bulk of the Wadroon. Dweghom, for as large as they can be, seems appropriate. Let me see if I have any larger ones. Maybe one of the character models. Closer. This guy would make a great Chaos Warrior of some sort, too. Just all the flames and spikes everywhere. I'll grab that Hold Ray. Even still, this guy's just got so much bulk with that cape and armor. But then I don't think he's going to be outdone by Artisan Series 1 yet. If you're curious how this stacks up to other models out there, just because I like them. These poor, ooh, on camera. Poor piddly little Oathmark humans. Yeah, you get your work cut out there, buddy. And our Witch Hunter friend here. So you can see, although he is a good head or two taller than the Witch Hunter, I mean, it's not like he's exactly human anyways. If you paint him up in some really bizarre, strange colors, I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Grabbing some of the other... yeah. Spires heroes, or hero models we got laying around. I gotta finish the shield dude. I can't remember what he was called. The Ward Preceptor? The Assassin Mimic, or whatever he's called. That was a pretty dynamic sculpt. And I don't remember what you're called. Do I have more painted? I don't think so. I thought I had one of the command node guys. The big bulbous back, but I don't think I ever painted him. I don't even think I ever showed him. So, you know, to me, this is kind of one of those highlight models for just how unique the Conquest stuff is. Definitely would look different than a lot of the other stuff on the tabletop. Sadly, none of the drones that Bellum has released yet really, to me, live up to the style and design of these guys yet. I thought these guys just got a lot of swag, got a lot of swagger going on there. But the drones are just a little... I mean, there are the new ones that have just come out. The dual kit ones. I might grab a box just to see what they're like. But until then, I think the kind of big, heavyweight characters and monstrous stuff are really the standout models for me for the Spires. But then again, I'm more of a Dweghom fan than the Nord stuff. So what do I know, right? I don't know. If you're curious to check out any more of Conquest, by all means, do take a look at the link below. Rules are free. They have both skirmish mode and the big rank and file stuff. And there are quite a lot of model types out there for your perusal and availability. So, chances are they're going to have something that looks interesting to you too. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye!